Welcome everyone to Lennox Benny channel. Make sure I put the number where you guys can see. See the number, the guys. But they call them, alright? WhatsApp me. Call me and don't get me, just WhatsApp me. Sometimes that's how it goes. Alright, so we're gonna look at performance tasks. And it says now the garden. Let me just dig it up a bit so everybody can read. Even if you look on a phone, you can see it. So be dedicated for everybody. Hit the like button, guys, as a come on. Your grandfather has decided to relocate his cabbage garden from the front of the yard to the back of the yard, where there is much more space to build two gardens. You are volunteered to assist with this project. The old garden around the front was a square plot of land with sides of 6 feet long. Grandpa, along with yourself, will be required to design a new garden around the backyard to meet certain specifications. So they tell us some information. I always say this to my students. As you get the information, you underline them. It says a square plot of land with 6 feet long. So first, you take that information. Each information you get, you underline it. All right, let's go. Section 1 says, of the new garden, of the, oh, it's a 1. I think this means one, of the new garden must be twice the area of the old garden. So already, let me give you some information. So they are saying that the new garden must be twice the area of the old garden. So let us look at that, the information that was given. They told us that it was 6 feet by 6 feet. Should I go back up there so you guys can see that? That's the most important part of the, it's 6 feet by 6 feet. Alright, let me go back up there. As I know it already, Mr. Bennett, it up to everybody. So you say your grandfather said really good established from the front of the garden to the back of the yard where it's more space to build two gardens. You are volunteered to assist with this project. The old garden around the front was a square. What we know about a square, all sides equal, was a plot of land with 6 feet long. Alright, so that's the most critical information. And they said that the new garden should be twice the area of this. So first, let's just find the area. How do we find the area of a square? Anybody type that in the comment section? So it will be 6 times 6, which is equal to 36 feet square. So that's the first set of information that we have. Alright, and it says for the next one, section 2 must have twice the perimeter of the garden. So let us find the perimeter first for the current one. Perimeter means the total distance around, and we must consider all 4 sides, right? So since it's a square, this is 6 feet, this is also 6 feet. So the perimeter would be 6 times 4, because all the lengths are the same. So for the perimeter, it would be 24 centimeters. So the new one should have a perimeter that is twice. Twice mean multiply. So the new one should be 24 times 2, which is 48. And for this one, the perimeter should be, no, the area for the new one should be 72, since them said twice also. So you double 36, and you don't say 72 feet square. Alright, let's go. Let's get right into it, the video now, guys. This is just the beginning, Let's go. We go from St. Richard's Primary staff, everybody, students, everybody. Big up everybody across Jamaica, across the Caribbean. And much love. Alright, so part 1. On the grid, draw your design for section 1 and section 2. Please show to label each section 1 or 2 to include the dimension. Each box on the grid represent 1 square foot. So we did work out the new, which is 72, the new area, which was 72. So let us focus on that one first. Now we can decide any dimension we want that can hold on the grid. Alright, so we can list all the factors of 72 and say which one we want to do. So for 72, we can have 1 times 72. Naturally, we're not going to do that, right? We can have 2 times 36. 3 by 24. We can have a 4 by 18. We can have a 6 by 12. Which one you guys would choose? Or we can have a 8 by 9. All of these can give us 72. For this one, I'm going to go with the 8 by 9. Alright? Let's go. So, I'm going to start at the top. 1, 2. Or should we go by the 6 by 12? Alright, I'm going to go with the 6 by 12. It doesn't really matter. I don't think it's going to have that much impact. So I'm going to go, the length is going to be 12 though. So 12 across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then 6 down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hit the like button if you're just joining, guys. Hit the like button. Make sure you call the number so you can get prepared for performance tasks under awesome supervision. Alright, so we have this we are to leave it. So the length is 12 and this is 6. Remember the unit is feet, so we complete one of them. So it's a 12 feet by 6 and that gives us 72. Alright, let's look at the next one now. Our perimeter for the should be 48 centimeters. As I say that, it should be twice. Now, do we want to do a rectangle and the perimeter is 48? Can we get a 15 across? 12, 13. I'm going to go 15 and 15, 30. I'm going to go 15 by 9 because I want the perimeter to be 48. 15 across give me, or should I go 20 by 20? That's 40 and then 4. Yeah, I think I'll go 20 by 4. So this is the area 72. So we use the per centimeter. Alright, so I'm gonna go with the 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Alright. And so that's part is 20 feet. Remember, I should have a perimeter of 48. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is what I chose to do. Remember, guys, for the performance task, you're gonna generate your answer just like this. Ensure you follow for more. Alright, so there we have it. The perimeter would be 48. Very nice question. 48 feet. Very nice question this so far. Alright. So what else they ask us to do? Let us go down. So guys, you could have chosen any dimension that give you 48. As I was proposing, probably 15 by 15, that's 30. And then I need another 18, so it's going to be 15 by 9. But I like to work with even numbers. So that's why I choose this. Alright, you could have chosen any other dimension. So if you're thinking something else, it's not incorrect. Alright, let's go now. It says, based on your new garden design, complete the following table. Section 1, that was the area, right? Oh, they want both area and both supplement. So for section 1, let me just say that it's exactly 72. Let me just write in the dimension. because you know it already. Let's go back up. So it was 12 by 6. So we are required to write the area and the perimeter for section 1. So it's 12 by 6, which works out to exactly 72. But the perimeter now would be 2 times 12, that's 24, and 12, so that the perimeter for this is 36. Alright, let's move on to section 2, where we choose the dimension 20 by 4. So what we do, we have an area of 80 square feet, and the perimeter, as we have discussed, will be exactly 48. Alright, so we complete the table. More marks for you. You can go to your Campion, your Immaculate, your Cornwall College, your Glenmuir, your St. Hilda's. Type in which school you want to go, guys. Type in your first choice on this video. I'm very curious. Some of you, I will be working with you guys in high school, so just get used to me, guys. Get used to me. Alright, part 2 says, your grandpa grows cabbage from seed. He starts cabbage seed indoors. Alright, so first of all, underline the information you're giving, guys. It's very important. Highlight it because you're going to use it again. Highlight the information that you get. Alright, that's how I teach my students. Alright, and then now it says, he found out that every 100 seed he sows, only about 80 starts to grow in 6 weeks. Alright, so that's the first part. So let's read again. Your grandpa grows cabbage from seed. He starts cabbage seeds indoors 6 to 8 weeks before transplant outdoors 2 to 3 weeks before the last expected frost date. He found out that every 100 seed he grows, only about 80 start to grow in 6 weeks. So that's very important. Let's see what A says. Grandpa sows 30 cabbage seeds. How many would you expect to start growing in 6 weeks? Explain your answer. Now, if you're saying that in every 100 you have 80, so that would be 80%, right? Because if percent is out of 100, so out of every 100, 80 is gonna go. So that makes it 80%, and we just can times it by. This is a very nice question. Big up, big up, big up, big up, St. Richard's. Yeah, primary. Alright, so now what we do is to multiply by 30 because 80% of that. I don't think that need any explanation, but I don't know. So we are expected to have 8 times 3, which is 24. So I'm expecting 24 of them to go. Alright? So that would be the answer for that. They did say percent mean out of 100, so if out of every 100, 80 is gonna go, it means 80%. You guys would write that. Alright? I'm not gonna write that, but I explain it. Alright, B says Grandpa asks you to sow 1 cabbage seed in section 1. So guys, we have to remember the dimension in section 1. So what I'm gonna do is to recreate section 1 here before we do anything. Section 1 was what? Let me go back up to show you guys, because I know you guys don't have the privilege of seeing it. So let me go to section 1. It was 12 by 6. So what I'm gonna do, I'm going to reproduce this 12 by 6 here. Alright, so I'm not going to do it on this grid, I'm going to do it on the next grid that is provided. Alright, this is a very nice question. I like it, I like it, I like it, I love it. Hit the like button, guys, if you like what I do. So it was 12 by 6, so I'm going to do it back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 by 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so that was section 1, was the area 72. And let's see what they say now, and then now we can proceed. So let's see what the grandpa asks you to do. He says, Grandpa asks you to sow some seeds in section 1 of his garden. Each seed should be 2 square feet apart in rows. Notice rows run from left to right. So this is row 1, this is row 2, this is row 3, this is row 4, this is row 5, and this is row 6. So let us plant the seeds. So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna use a little dot to represent the seeds. So I drop one here, but guess what? They should be 2 feet apart. 2 square feet apart. So this is 1, 2. So I drop our next one here. So 1, 2, drop our next one here. So 1, 2. Notice they only say for row, right? 1, 2. I can't drop one in this because guess what? It wouldn't be 2 feet apart, right? If it was 1 foot apart, then that would be different. But we said 2. So we're gonna just continue with that same little pattern. And notice there's a row, so it's gonna continue just like that. I think I should make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see better. So see, 2 feet apart. Never say 1. And you say each row. So I don't want you to consider the column. Like say, okay, 2, no. Only the row they say. So you guys are becoming farmers right now. Alright, cool. And it's gonna continue just like that. Alright, so there you have it. How many seeds would you have sowed to fill the entire section 1 of the garden? So all we have to do is literally count these now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do it easier now, but I want you guys to understand. 7, 8, 9, 10. You could just count how many each row, but not everyone is fast, so I'm just gonna do it. So if the persons who are a bit slower, will actually get 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So the answer would be 24. Let's proceed. 24 seeds based on the rows and 2 feet apart. Alright. Don't consider the column going down. Alright, let's see what else they have in store for us. That was part B. It says draw circles around the seeds. Draw circles around the seeds that do not start to grow in 6 feet. Note there is more than one correct way to show your answer. Alright, so them say draw circles around the seeds that do not start to grow in 6 feet. So basically we know that it's only 80% is gonna grow. So what we can do, what I would do, I would find 80% of 24. And then now that will give me an indication of what we need to do. Like how many would not grow, and I would just cross out any amount. So based off this, 80% of 24, because I have 24 seeds, is almost 20. But you know what? I'm going to work with. Oh, but at 20% now go go. So 20% won't go. I forgot only 80% is gonna go. And they did tell us that, let me see what they said. I have to read it carefully. They said draw circles around the seeds that do not. Oh, so it's only 20% they want. Around 20%. So I can find 20% of 24 since it's 24 seeds. Alright, so boom, boom, 1, 5. 5 into 24. 5 at 25. So let's call it 4. So we're gonna just say 5 of them won't go. Alright? So this now go go. Alright, me try sir. You now go go. Any 5. So the first that now go. Alright, cool. Could have I think we could have it says explain a reasoning. And the reasoning is, let me just see if I can explain that. Since only 20% will not go. Alright, so instead of, yeah, I found 20% of the total, which is almost 5. So let me just work with 5. I could have chosen 4, but I just chose 5. Alright, as it's so close. When I round it up, it will be 5, naturally. Alright, so that's it. Let's see what else they have in store for us. And they said this is part 3. This is the instruction about that. It said fill in the table showing the number of seeds planted compared to the number of seeds that start to grow in 6 weeks. Okay. So they want this part. I don't know why it's so blurry. I'm so sorry about that. So all we have to do now, number of seeds planted, we just have to find 80% of the numbers, alright? So 80% of 0 is 0. Let's find 80% of 20. As out of the 20, 80% of it. Alright? I hope this is 20. That's what I'm saying. Alright, so 80% of 20. Oh. 8 to 16. Alright, 80%, this is 30. So 80% of a number is 30. What is the number? So how did they get the 30? They found 80% of a number. We don't know the number, so we are call it y. And that gives us 30. So all we have to do is just transpose. I don't know if I should be doing this so complex, you know, since you guys are just in 6th grade. Alright, so that. It, yeah, Alright, so boom. Can I use 2? No, can I use 4? 4 into 8 goes 2 times. 4 into this goes 25 times. So it's a 3 times that would be 75. And then we divide by 2. So that is 2 into that goes 3 times. I mean the 1 here, so, and then that goes 7 and leave a half. So this should be 37.5. So basically, if we should find 80%, that's what it is saying. When you find 80% of 37.5, you would get exactly 30. Alright? So notice this is just represent how many roots grow, and which is 80%. Only 80% are expected to grow. So we focus on that. Alright, this one is 60. We plant 60 seed. What is 80% of 60? That's all it is saying. Alright? We could actually double it. No, that's a double. But this was there. Yeah. I could do it the other way, guys. So find 80% of 60. Now work out that and that our answer. Alright, so boom, divide by 10, divide by 10. That's a 48. Are they expecting us to put in these? I'm not sure if they're expecting us to put in these. my phone not sure. Alright, I'm not sure if you're expected to put in these because it doesn't even have a pattern. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120. I'm not sure they want us to do that. Alright? So let's do that. It's a graph your table. Alright, which one do you want to put on the x-axis? Let us see if we can do that. I think I want to put the alright, so I think I want to put the number of seeds on the x-axis and the percentage. So I'm gonna put the number of seeds here. I'm going to teach my students and something. Number of seeds planted. Alright, so these are ones that we plant. And these are the ones that that's enough. The 80%. So we just have to match the numbers. I can show you guys a little trick. You could actually, I'm not sure if it's a straight line graph. If it was a straight line graph, then you could have just got the endpoints. But you know you guys are young. I'm not teaching you a shortcut. Alright, so 0 to 0, we have 20 to 16. I think I need to small this up. I will big it up. Alright, so this would be about 10. So 30 and so on. Alright. Each box represents 10. Alright, so this one says 0 to 0, so we start right here. And then the next one says 20 to 16. So we're going to say it's a 10. We put more than half, that's a 16. Alright, for the next one, we have 37.5. So this would be 50. 37.5 that will be little. You don't reach to 40 yet, but this go up to 30. So we're going to say right there. So, you know, 100% accurate, guys. So not worry. Alright, the next one now says, I need to small it a bit. This part of the paper is not so clear as I would want it to be. So you guys can zoom in, alright? So the next one is 60 to 48. So 60 to 48. Little below. I think I'm seeing like a straight line. Alright, so we do that. And then 100 to 80. 80 is right here. So we're gonna just draw the graph. It's not 100% accurate. What you guys can do, if you realize, guys, it's computer, so I can't draw it as straight as I want. But it's a straight line. It's definitely a straight line. Alright, what you guys could have done for accuracy, could have just ensured that you do the end one there. So you do this and this and this one. So you draw it from 0 to 80 and you would have gotten all the points on it. But this is very, very nice. Very nice. Alright. Part 4. Hit the like button, guys. Intro, so now I'm gonna water and things. That one looks more challenging as it go along. Alright, part 4. I think I still need to big it up. I need to get the original copy of this way clearer. It's not so clear. Hopefully you guys are seeing it better than I am. Alright, so part 4 said Grandpa decided to use section 2 of the garden to plant carrots. It is however recommended to plant cabbage in 6 inches of soil and 9 inches of soil for the carrot. Complete the table below to convert inches to feet. Alright, so the first one they gave was, they said that 3 inches is equal to 0.25 foot and 6 inches. Alright, so guys, you have to know this out of your head though. In terms of inches, it take 12 inches. Let me just, you guys would have done conversion. it takes 12 inches to make 1 foot. So they did the first one for you. Convert from inches to foot. You are simply divide 3 over 12. And they gave us the decimal. So as a fraction, this works out to a quarter. They divide both by 3, but a quarter is the same thing as 0.25. These are standard ones. So to convert from that, we simply divide 1 by 4, right? 4 into 1 you can't, that goes 0 times. 4 into 10 goes 2 times. And then 4 2 is 8, remainder 2, and you get your 5. That is on my channel, convergence. So I'm not going to really show you guys that now. So 6 inches converted to would give us 0.50. That's a half. I'm not going to go through that, guys, because that is already on my channel. You guys can go and know how to convert. Alright, so 9 inches would be, as a fraction, it would be 3 quarters. So that would be 0.75. Alright, so that's the first thing. They did give us some information here that we know we're gonna use. It says 6 inches of soil, 6 inches of soil for the cabbage, and 9 inch for the carrot. So let us proceed. It says determine the depth in feet of the soil used to the cabbage section. Determine the depth. So basically, they might try to tell us to find the value. Alright, so let me just rearrange that. That's the value. And this says that determine the depth in feet of the soil used for the cabbage section of the garden with Grandpa dig 12-inch deep. Grandpa also decided to go 24 inches deep for the carrot section. Complete the table below. Alright, so we know the height now because this is basically the height. However, we need to consider the area. So our first in section 1, and that you have to go back up there. This was what? 12 by 6, right? And for section 2, it was 20 by 4. That was what we did initially, right? So they want us to find the volume now. But it's a determine, hold on guys. It's a determine the depth of the soil for the cabbage section of the garden. So we need to know which part they use for the cabbage. We have to go back up here so very easy. It's a Grandpa decided to use section 2. Alright, section 2 to plant carrot. Alright, so we have to label that, you know, guys. We have to label that because we don't want to get mixed up. Section 2 is a carrot. It have a different height. Alright, so this make it cabbage, section 1 cabbage. So when I break it down for you guys, hit the like button, guys, hit the like button. It's a very nice and a very long paper. Alright, so they did tell us that, right? They said determine the depth of feet of the soil used for the cabbage section of the garden. Grandpa did 24 inches. Grandpa decided to go 24 inches deep for the carrot section. So the carrot should be 24 and 20 for the cabbage. Alright, so how do we find volume? Volume is the area of the base times the height. So initially we had 12 by 6. So we'll work out the part here first. We have 12 by 6 and then we times it by 20. So first one was 72. 72 times 10, that's 720. As you can split this, right? And just multiply by 10. 720 plus 720. That would give us our answer. This is really long though. So in all we get 1,440. Type in if you understand this. Or if somebody understand, type it in so then you can see, alright? Check the comment section, guys. I'm just do. So This will give us 72. 72 times 20 is the same thing as saying 72 times 10 times 72 times 10. Right? That was split it. So we know when we multiply by 10, we're gonna get just add on a 0. So we just add these, alright? So that's how we get it. We add these and we get the 4 part. And for this one now, the area would be 80 times 24. So we just add 0 as 0 across. 8 4 is 32. 8 2 16 and 3 19. 1009. It says determine the minimum volume in cubic feet of the soil that will be needed to plant the cabbage and carrot. Alright, so that's what we just calculated. And they go on further to see cabbage plants need cubic feet of soil. Okay, so what was the cabbage again? This was a cabbage, so that's 1,440. It's kind of a repetition. I think right here they want us to put the depth and then do the volume. So I think that's what they wanted me to do. They wanted me to just put the 24 up here, so but I kind of work it out before because I didn't think it would matter. And the carrot that is, alright, so that would be the final value. Alright, so we are not finished yet, guys. We are not finished. It says no, we're not gonna buy the soil now. That's 1,500 and 650. It says at the store, at store 1 cubic foot of soil weighs 80 pounds. So we could just put some number for this. But I don't know which one is store 1. Says at the store 1 cubic foot of soil weighs 80 pounds. Which type of soil would be the least expensive for your grandpa to purchase if he would like 120 pounds of soil? Use mathematics to justify your answer. I think something is missing though. It's the end of this. Something I missed some information on it. Because we need to know, it says at the store 1 cubic foot of soil weighs 80 pounds. Which type of soil would be the least expensive for grandpa to purchase if you would like 150 pounds? Have to be this because I don't understand why questions so shit. Let me go back up. Oh, see I like reading there. Hold on guys. I don't know I missed something. It says Garden Enterprise have 2 different prices for the soil shown below. But they didn't give us a weight, so are we to assume that both of them have the same weight? It says at the store 1 cubic foot of soil weighs 80 pounds. Which type of soil would be the least expensive for grandpa to purchase if you would like 150 pounds? Let me just go back up to see if I missed some critical information. No, I didn't. This makes no sense. It's just so plain. Alright, let's go. It says now, alright, I'm going to just approach it. It says at the store 1 cubic foot of soil weighs 80 pounds. Which type of soil would be the least expensive for grandpa to purchase if you would like 120 pounds? Alright, so basically you're saying that I guess I just want to show the measurement. But it's obvious that this is cheaper because this is for $650 and we have to assume that they have the same weight because there was no weight or anything. Alright, so 1 cubic, which is 80 pounds, So grandpa need 120 pounds. So that's what he needs. But we don't know the weight for this. That's what I'm thinking. We don't know the weight for this. So all we to calculate the total. Is it that one bag weigh 80 pounds? I think let me see also. Probably something of a scan. Alright, look at us call this A and this. So for A, I don't think they structured this part correctly. But for A, I would say, okay, it's 1,500. But let's assume, say, if each one of them are 8. Because I think that's what they're trying to say. Each one of them bag are 84. Because they did not state that, but we're just going to assume. Alright? So it would be that times 80 times 1.5. Why 1.5? Because we need is 120 pounds we need, right? So we could either 80 times 1.5 is the same thing as 120. Or we could just say, so I'm going to multiply what this now. It's a 120 times 1,500. As I did say, we need 120, right? So put a 0 for this, 200, 200, 25, 10, 2 ones, 2, no, 1 0 did it, bam, bam, 2, 5, 10. So we have 2 0 0, 2 0 0, 2 5 10, 1 carry 0. Can't never extra 0 in it. And then 2 ones, 2 and that 3. Put 2 zeros now because they are multiplied by 100. 1 0 0, 1 0 0, 1 5 5, and then 1 times 1. That would be the first measurement for the first one. They're not even labeled it. How are we going to know? It's supposed to work out to 18,000. 108,000. So that's how the cost for the first one. For the second one, so that'll be 120 times 650. Put a 0 for one space, 2 5 10, 1 carry 0, 2 ones, 2 and that 3, 2 6s, 2 zeros because they are multiplied by 100, 1 5 5, 1 1 1, and that's 6. So we just need to add this, which we know this should be less. So we have 7 3 8 1 2 0. So this one would cost us, but I don't understand why they structure it so. I think it was an error. They should have stated that these both are of the same measurement. They didn't give us a, we don't know how much this weighs, so we just assume say at 80 pounds because them say that. Alright, and them say 1 cubic foot of soil weigh 80 pounds. And we need 120. And this is the cost. So if you assume that this is for 1 cubic, it's stupid, it's stupid. Apart that's stupid. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Hopefully I can see if there's a part missing on it. I can thanks for watching guys. Again, here's my number. You guys want to be a part of my class. But remember guys, you have to be fast because the class will go fast, alright? And the name is Lennox Bennett. Thanks for watching. I'm out, no doubt. See you guys in another video. Big up everybody.